Coming up, my top 3 from this video. Let's see where I rank them. Welcome to KDX Bricks Analytics, where I watch all the Lego investing and reselling videos so that you don't have to. So let's jump right into it. Check this out. For the first time in the history of this channel, our cumulative table here has a full 4 months of data to work from, which I'm very excited about. To get to this 4 months, there was 142 videos across 10 channels and 709 unique Lego set mentions. Now, if you haven't watched my earlier videos on this channel, which I know they're a little more painful to get through than these ones are, because I'm gradually getting slightly better at this, figuring out how to discuss everything in a timely manner and get to all the good information and also present it the best I can. But going back to some of my earlier videos, I describe what I'm doing with this channel. One of the things I describe is that this cumulative table is only going to be 4 months of data. So it'll always be the last 4 months of data, but this is the first time that we are now to a full data set of 4 months. So the next video on the cumulative table will actually run from July 16th to November 15th. We'll always keep a 4-month running total. That way then we can compare what is happening during each 2-week period in terms of new Lego set investment and reselling mentions and enthusiasm scores. And then also we can look and see how it's trending over the last 4-month period. I didn't want to go any further back than 4 months because obviously sets retire and fall off our list, but also some set might be low on enthusiasm or high on enthusiasm, and then something will change. Maybe we find out that the retirement date is going to get extended. Maybe we find out, like in the Saturn V example, that they bring the set back under a new number. And this is where I pull in a bunch of data and run a bunch of analytics and metrics and share that with you. As you can see at the top part of this table, nothing has changed because I always highlight the changes in the light yellow. So I'm scrolling down slowly. Feel free to pause and take a look to refresh your mind. But now we're down here to the first set that did change. And in the last 2 weeks, it got 5 more mentions for a total of 13 and a 2.9 enthusiasm score. And of course, that set is 40558, the Clone Trooper Command Station. Next one up is 75316, the Mandalorian Starfighter. And this is an amazing set. 4 more mentions up to 11, an E-score of 2.9. This is the Defense Against the Dark Arts class. This is one of the approximately 5 or 6 Harry Potter Hogwarts Moments book sets. So 76397. And it got another mention up to its 3rd mention, but an E-score of 2.7, which is pretty good. And I'm going to scroll down the table, follow along while we're talking here, because I'm not going to point out every single number. Next up is one of my favorites. It got its 11th mention, Attack on the Burrow, an E-score of 2.6. I've talked about this set at length in my previous videos. Check them out. And now on to Batman 1989 Batwing 76161, up to its 10th mention. A really great set for investing and reselling, in my opinion. The other main Star Wars minifigure / battle pack, 40557, Defense of Hoth. Same as the Clone Trooper Command Station, $15, Lego Store and Lego.com exclusive, and it's been pretty hard to find. A set that continues to grow on me, 75277, the Boba Fett helmet. 3 more mentions up to 13 total. For this set, 4 more mentions up to 13, the Armor's Mandalorian Forge. One of the best sets, $30 price point, Target exclusive, great minifigures, and it was only on the shelves for a year and a half, a year and a few months. Definitely one of my favorites for investing and reselling, especially in the Star Wars line right now. And then the Bad Batch Attack Shuttle, one of my other favorites in the Star Wars line right now for investing and reselling. So 2 more mentions up to 11 total. Perfect $99 price point and great minifigures. 2 more mentions. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 more mention for the Razor Crest Microfighter, total of 4. 1 more mention for the Darth Vader Meditation Chamber. 1 more mention to a total of 9 for the first flying lesson. $30 for 5 minifigures and a great little build, and a 20th year anniversary Professor Coral minifigure. So this is an outstanding set, and I think this one is going to be printing money. And same with this set, 76392 chess set with the golden Snape minifigure. I think this also prints money. 7 mentions total. 40539 Ahsoka Tano. 1 more mentions for a total of 6, but it did jump up to a 2.2 enthusiasm. I like this set a lot. And 1 more mention for the Disney Castle, 71040, for a total of 9 mentions, 2.1 enthusiasm, and this set continues to grow on with me as a great investment. Santa's Sleigh, 40499, $40, great set, and it will do well regardless of how long it's going to be on the shelves, which obviously will affect when you should buy and how long you need to hold it for, but outside of that, it'll do well in retirement is my belief. The Imperial Shuttle got its 7th mention, not my favorite. 75305 Scout Trooper helmet. Got one more mention up to 12. Yep, that's tracking with what I have been tracking for the last bunch of videos I've made on this channel. It only has an enthusiasm score of 2, but the helmet sets are doing really, really well. This one is at a lower price point and it looks a little unique compared to the others. Completionists and others will absolutely want a copy of this set. 4 more mentions for this set up to 11, and it's, in my view, all minifigure driven. Great minifigures, so set, but I could see it doing pretty well in retirement. I actually think this one will do better. 2 more mentions up to 6. It's Mandalorian, 2 minifigures that are not the Stormtroopers. Of course, all 4 minifigures are great, but the 2 that are not the Stormtroopers, Brief Karga and the Artillery Trooper, are really, really good. 1 more mention for the NASA Apollo 11 lunar lander for a total of 3. It's an outstanding set, one that I'm very high on. 76238, the classic TV series Batman cowl, one that I'm not that excited about. Got 1 more mention to 3. 76906, 1970 Ferrari 512M. I love this set. Speed Champions are just kind of a solid Lego investment and reselling opportunity, and this is one of the best that's out right now. 76406 Hungarian Horntailed Dragon. To me, this is the best between this one, Dumbledore's Fox, or Dumbledore's Phoenix, also named Fox, and Hedwig. All 3 are great, but this one I think looks the most dynamic. I like the torn up wings. It's been in battle, and of course the fact that we can put Harry Potter out there in front on a broom recreates the whole scene. This is a winner for me, and there it is on the spreadsheet as I'm scrolling down. And then there's a bunch of sets in the middle. They just have 1 mention and not much has changed. Following along, next up is 75280, the 501st Legion Clone Troopers, and this set is a winner to me. Star Wars Battle Packs seem to do really well. It got 6 mentions in the last 2 weeks, up to 10, so that's a huge jump. This one got 3 more mentions. The huge Imperial Star Destroyer 75252. It probably will do well in retirement, but it's just too much for me to manage, so I'm not looking at that one. Speed Champions Lamborghini Countach, 1 more mention, but dropped to 1.7 on enthusiasm. I don't know. I feel like that's going to creep back up as this gets closer to retirement. I think this is a good one. The Imperial Light Cruiser got its 8th mention. Some investors are thinking, hey, if I can get this at a decent price, then maybe it'll fly under the radar. Maybe something I'll look into, but still not my favorite. This one is one that I really like because you've been able to find it on a good discount, and it's a good price for 2 solid minifigures and a little bit of a build. 75310 dual on Mandalore. 60313 Space Ride Amusement Truck. This one's come up a couple of times recently. Not many city sets are typically considered for investing and reselling, but this one is an amusement park ride, and so those historically have done okay. 60344 the Chicken Hen House, $10 price point. Love this set. I don't know how well to do in retirement. Probably okay, but in terms of return on investment, but it's not going to be a lot of dollars per unit. But still, it's a great set at the $10 price point. This one I'm not particularly interested. 75298, this 2-pack microfighter. 75306, the Imperial Probe Droid, gets 2 more mentions for a total of 7. And then 75317, the Mandalorian and the Child Brickheads 2-pack, gets 1 more mention for a total of 3. And then this set that's still pretty new, 10497, got its 2nd mention for a total of 2. And then lastly, 40548, the Spice Girls Brickheads Tribute, got its 2nd mention to a total of 2. Wrapping up with my top 3 sets from this video. It's had a number of mentions throughout many of my videos, and I haven't specifically given this one a shout out, so I'm putting this one at number 3 on this video. Coming in at number 2, probably not a surprise, is the Clone Trooper Command Station Battle Pack 40558. And then lastly, also not a surprise, 75316, the Mandalorian Starfighter. It's $60 for a great ship that is not all gray, has some color to it, and 3 outstanding minifigures, one of which exclusive to this set, and it was only on the shelves for under a year and a half. Some discounts at Barnes & Noble and some other discounts. We've been able to get this set down for around $43. I am screaming loudly in excitement about. So that's a wrap on this video. I will see you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget, my videos are for entertainment purposes only. I do not provide financial advice. You got to get that from somebody else.